The local community in Koome Islands in Mukono district, working with Hope for Nature, has succeeded in the project through which they have restocked Lake Victoria with over 21 fish fingerlings. This project is conducted through a participatory approach with Hope for Nature, a community-based organization, and community-based fish conservation committees in the islands community. The residents are specifically restocking the lake with Singida Tilapia fish, locally known as empongo or engege. Oreochromis esculentus, as it is scientifically referred to, it is one of the fish species which are critically endangered and endemic to Lake Victoria, that is according to the International Union for Conservation of Nature. Though it is so delicious, it is almost becoming extinct. Obedi Subuga, the program's manager, Hope for Nature, says they are working in conjunction with the Mukono district local government, Uganda Christian University, and Koome Fisheries Community. They are funded by the People's Trust for Endangered Species from the United Kingdom.
The mission for Hope for Nature is improving livelihoods and conserving threatened species like the esculentus we have just reintroduced at this mapped bay, which is Ruazi. The goal for Hope for Nature is to restore all the endangered species, especially starting with fish, which is a livelihood for the people of Koome. We know and we are sure that we will always be working in collaboration with other institutions to support us and give us technical advice. Institutions like Uganda Christian University, institutions like Mukono District Local Government, institutions like Koome Sub-County Local Government, and lower local governments like Ruazi and other mapped fish conservation bays with an aim of increasing the fisheries and improving the fisheries value chain in Koome in order to alleviate poverty, because poverty has been identified as one of the leading causes of degrading biodiversity in Uganda.
According to William Isebaidu, the Hope for Nature project team leader, they have conducted this reintroduction exercise in phases of 5,000, 8,000, and 8,000 fish fingerlings so far in different lake bays in Koome Sub-County, Mukono District.
Oreochromis is an endangered species, and it also came to the concern of our local fishermen in Koome, the indigenous fisher folk in Koome, who raised their concern about its disappearance. And since we had Hope for Nature as a community-based organization in Koome Bugombe, they took it on as a project and mobilized resources. That is why we went ahead and began on this noble cause of breeding it using the supportive breeding mechanism, using wild broodstock to produce fingerling in a controlled area, a pond, and then you reintroduce them back to the wild. So that is the reason why this project is located in Koome, and we are focusing on that species because we are responding to the demand of the indigenous fishermen in Koome.
Iseba distinguishes the Singida fish as reddish in color with a medium size. They are a human delicacy, commercially important and usable in other cultural purposes of the indigenous fishing communities of Lake Victoria. In Africa, they used to be found in the freshwaters of Lake Victoria and Lake Choga. Josephine Namanda, the Hope for Nature fisheries breeding expert, notes that on top of the illegal fishing, the introduction of highly competitive predatory narrow perch made the Singida fish critically endangered and almost becoming extinct in Lake Victoria.
Empuuta ebeera nnyo mu mazzi amawanvu kati buno kizibu nnyo akuggyako era akeesolosezza ne keetambula ne kadda mu mazzi amawanvu n'empuuta n'ekasangayo naye ng'ebiseera ebisinga bo bubeera ku mbalama. okusinga mu mazzi amampimpi.
Namanda adds that they have now started breeding the Singida fish fingerlings, which they keep in the well-constructed and monitored fish breeding facility as they grow up to a certain size, ready to be released into the lake. The locals say the Singida fish was on a very high demand, both for local and market consumption.
Manya gange nze Lawrence bisatu. Nzalibwa kuno kukyalo era nduddeko okumala ebbanga nga ndi mutuuze. Kyokka empuuta bwe yaleetebwa n'eri ekyennyanja ekyo ekiyitibwa empongo n'egiya ne kigirya ne kigimalamu. Etusigaza empongo naye ng'ekyennyanja ekyo okukivuba kwakyo twakivubisanga obutimba obwa yinki entono yinki 4 kitundu ne yinki 5. Naye ng'ekyennyanja ekyo kyali kiwooma nnyo 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 ng'era abasinga obungi kye bettanira era bagenda okuleeta engege eyo gye bayita tafumaaka. Abantu tebasobolanga kugirya olw'okuba nti tebaali tebagimanyi mu mbeera yaayo mu budde.
However, that was way back before the narrow patch fish dominated the market. Josephine Nasuna, the Bugombe Parish Councillor, says that due to illegal fishing conducted by the fishermen, Singida fish got depleted over the years, and it is almost no more. Nasuna therefore welcomes the restocking process by the Hope for Nature in conjunction with the local fishermen.
Nze Nasuna Josephine, Councillor atwala omuluka guno gwa Bugombe gwe tulimu. Nange ku nsonga eyo nyongera okwebaza ekitongole kya Hope of Nature olw'okutuleetera enteekateeka eno ey'okuba ng'ebyennyanja biddamu mu nnyanja. Nange ng'omukulembeze ekyamazima ndabye nga abantu baffe bangi baavuwadde era nakati baavu olw'ensonga y'okuba nti tubadde tuvuba ebyennyanja bubi nga tuvuba obwennyanja obuto. Ate nga obwennyanja obuto bwe buba bukuze bwe bikula tufunamu nnyo okusinga wetubeera mu nvuba ey'okuvuba obubi.
Romulus Mlambi, the Mukono District Principal Fisheries Officer, says that they have earmarked different bays in Koome Sub-County where they have agreed with the locals to be protected, and these are the places where they release the critically endangered fish fingerlings from.
I have this opportunity to be in this occasion where the Hope for Nature is restocking Oreochromis, one of the endangered species caused by a number of factors. One, we have a number of fish which is on endangered species line because of the predatory effect of Nile perch. Nile perch was introduced in late 50s and has done more harm than good by reducing all population sizes of other fishes like labeo, like tilapia zili, Oreochromis variabilis, Mamaras Koome. They are all now threatened.
Mlambi adds that in Koome Sub-County they have spared 6 conservation zones, which in conjunction with the locals, whom they routinely sensitize on the dangers of illegal fishing on behalf of Mukono District Local Government.
Now what these people of Hope for Nature are doing is very, very good and a noble cause, which I have come to witness. They are using local people to reintroduce or to do the restocking themselves, which means that with or without technical people, this service is going to be sustainable. They have been in position to sensitize the fishing communities, and now I'm sure this is a no fishing going area. But
Mlambi also welcomes the noble intervention by the Hope for Nature and the financial support from the People's Trust for Endangered Species from UK.
I also have to thank the funders, PTs. PTs has done a very, very good job, but we also hope, I also request that they continue supporting this Hope for Nature.
He is optimistic that the Singida fish population recovery will be realized as time goes on.
The fish we are restocking feeds in the shallow waters, and it comes for warmth, and it also comes for breeding. It can easily breed within the shallow waters, and we are also safeguarding it from the predatory effect of the Nile perch. Nile perch always uses deeper waters. That's why we are doing it in the shallow waters, and within, especially we are targeting the papyrus. The papyrus are hideout places for young juvenile fish which is trying to penetrate.